Ho Chi's Communist Party is revolting against the French. Will they win? Keep revolting, boys. Okay. Oh.
Innocent civilians are getting blown up under Ho Chi Minh's rule. U.S. tanks deploying napalm gas on Vietnam.
Eric Benchhead here, coming at you live from jpodstudio. We have a very special guest here tonight. He goes by the name of Ho Chi Minh, traveling all the way from Vietnam. Let's give him a warm welcome. Thanks for coming out here, Ho.
Yeah,
means a lot. So the travel is nice.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, treated you well. All right, that's good. So see that you're a very looked at figure in Vietnam.
Yep.
People look up to you. I like that. Yeah. So to start off our show, I'd like to ask you a question though.
All right.
Why do you believe that communism is a suitable government for your country, Vietnam?
Well, you see, Eric, I grew up in Vietnam, and it was a very poor city where I was from, and nobody was treated equally, really, I would say. So in communism, I think that goods and services are all equal between everybody. And when I was first introduced to the idea by my friend, and his name is Marshall Gatchin, and I just think that communism is a great, suitable government. Yeah, so as I was saying, I think that communism is a great government for Vietnam. It's keep a balance between the people, like, you know, pretty well, the services and goods. Yeah, I learned it from a great buddy in the French socialist comrade, like Marshall Gatchin.
All right, so next question. For you to be, you know, the leader that you are there in Vietnam, I'd like to know what your educational background is.
Well, okay, well, when I was a young child, I studied with my father because he was a teacher, and yeah, I studied with him for a while, but then I decided to move on to a more formal, like, teaching, by a scholar by the name of Vuong Thuc Du. So yeah, after Vuong Thuc Du, with him, I quickly learned Chinese writing.
Picked up on it, really?
Yeah, he was a great teacher, you know. You heard about him?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, so after him, I moved on and later received like a French education. Like, it was more in a public setting.
Yeah, I know.
Than, you know, like more private, not like that. And after that, I attended Lycée and Hugh. If you ever heard of that, I don't know.
Not familiar.
Yeah.
Not ringing.
Most people aren't, you know. So after that, so it was like 3 events in a row, and then after that, I moved on. I left my studies completely, like dropped them, to teach Duke Fan School. And that's about it for my. That was my education. That was it.
So it sounds like you had a nice, enjoyable education back in the day.
Yeah, it was great.
Nice, sophisticated man. I like that.
Yeah, nice.
I like to see that. So, how or what strategies did you use to defeat the France at Dien Bien Phu?
Well, Eric, I'll tell you this. It's pretty lengthy, but I'll try to summarize it for you. Well, my followers, called the Viet Minh, they had some nice widespread support in the countryside, like not in the cities. So, at the same time, the French, they controlled most of the major cities. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So what we did is we used hit and run tactics. Okay, and what we did is we confined the French into the cities. So you know what that does, right?
Yeah.
And it cuts them off, supplies and whatnot. So basically with that, they didn't know what to do, and they were like in panic, and they were done. So they surrendered to us in 1954.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, man. Cut it.
You did a great job answering that question right there. I learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
So, last and final question to wrap up our show here, jpodstudio.
Okay.
All right. So, what was the Ho Chi Minh Trail, which is commonly talked about here in the U.S. and commonly known, and why did you have it built?
Well, the first thing off is the Ho Chi Minh Trail, named after moi, is it's a trail. It's a logistical trail. runs from North Vietnam to South Vietnam.
Oh.
See, my map's not there right now. I don't think we should get points off though, cause it's just we shouldn't.
Jpod.
Anyway, so it goes through Cambodia. It goes through this Laos. It's spelled Laos. Laos.
Didn't know that. Thanks for that.
And it what it did is it provided support to the North Vietnamese army during the Vietnam War. It carried like supplies in the form of manpower and materials. Yeah. It was just to provide some more strength to North Vietnam to assist them in the war.
So that's all the questions I have for you right now, and we'll take a nice commercial break, get a little rest.
All right.
All right. So we'll be right back. So don't turn the channel.
All right, here we got the get your butt clean. It's got the heater, you know, if you like that kind of stuff, heats up the seat. And the new feature on here is the bidet. You know, got some long range on it. You know, it works real nice after a long day and I'm in the war.
So get your butt clean.
Thank you to the product Get Your Butt Clean for supporting us at jpodstudio. Means a lot. So that'll do it for tonight. I'd like to thank you personally for
It's a pleasure, you know.
So stay tuned for next week at jpodstudio. We'll have some nice guests coming in later in the week. So nice travels. Wish you the best.
Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, communism is a nice suitable government for Vietnam. And he was a comrade of the Socialist Party. So yeah, that's...
Of where?
Vietnam. France.
Eric Benchada here, coming from you live from JPod Studio. We have a very special guest here tonight. He goes by the name of Ho Chi Minh. Let's give him a round of applause here. Oh, pleasure to meet you.
You too, Eric.
Thanks for coming out. So all the way from Vietnam, travel was good?
Oh yeah.
Travel was good?
Nice food on the plane, you know.
Oh, right, that's what our American food gets you, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, so start off the question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, why do you believe that communism is a similar government? Eric Benchada here in JPod Studios. We have a special guest coming here tonight, all the way from Vietnam. His name is Ho Chi Minh, a very looked up to statue figure in Vietnam. Let's give him a round of applause.
Nice to meet you, Eric. Yeah, let's get this show started. Here we go.